Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of SCZ Live. We're in one of my favorite places here at the zoo, the Tropics building, where we're going to get to see something that not too many people get to see. We do a regular bug toss to the birds in this building, and I have two of the keepers here today with us to talk to us about what they're doing. Let's see, I'll have Carter introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Carter. I'm one of the keepers here.
And since Carter's mic'd up, Carter will be doing the talking today. But tell us what's happening, Carter.
So we have several species of birds in here, about 50 species total, and they all have very different feeding strategies. One feeding strategy that a couple of species have is that they will actually catch flying insects in the air. We can't exactly release a bunch of flying insects in this building because we wouldn't be able to keep track of them. So to deal with that, we throw insects to them that can't fly, and they get to use their natural behaviors to catch those insects. So we have a couple species up here that do this. The ones that you see moving around the most are called white-breasted wood swallows. They're from Indonesia and Australia. And this big guy up here, this is Anubis. He is called a blue-bellied roller, and he's from Western and Central Africa. And then as we come onto the bridge here, hopefully he'll come back and visit. We have what's called a crested chua. He's up in this tree over here. His name is Gomez. He's a type of cuckoo that lives in Madagascar, and he doesn't catch flying insects, but he likes to come down for a handout every time. So you can see how fast and agile these birds are in the air. I'd say they probably have about an 80% success rate of us tossing.
That's incredible.
How well we're throwing them, honestly. They could probably catch pretty much anything. We do have 6 total white-breasted wood swallows, and then Anubis is the only blue-bellied roller that's out here. Yeah, so that's Anubis there. He's one of the bigger birds that we have out here. And so they live in Central and Western Africa, and they tend to do just what we're seeing here. They sit and they wait for bugs to fly around them, and then they'll jump off their perch and catch them. There was a good demonstration.
Wow, that beautiful wing color was really apparent when he flew off.
Yeah, so they're very brightly colored. It's not obvious when they're sitting down like that, but they have very bright blue on their wings. There you can see.
Whoa, that's beautiful.
And they get the name roller because they're so acrobatic in the air. They often do aerial displays where they'll curve and jump around and do rolling motions in the air. And he'll do that every once in a while in here, kind of to remind everyone who's boss. And meanwhile, these white-breasted wood swallows, which again are from Indonesia and Australia, they tend to fly through the air looking for insects. So they are usually in the air already when we toss stuff to them, unlike the blue-bellied roller there that waits for things to come in.
You're right, everybody. The birds in here do not have to social distance. This is probably one of those job aspects that you never thought you would have to be good at as a good thrower, a good pitcher.
Yeah, hand-eye coordination is actually kind of important for us. This is definitely one of the more enjoyable parts of the job, though, getting to do this. Everyone looks forward to it when they're on this routine. And usually it's not just the flying birds that come down. A lot of times we'll have little moochers that come on the ground just trying to find any handouts that they drop.
We do have a question, you guys, of how do you get a job like being a zookeeper?
So the first thing you need to do is get a degree in some sort of biology-related field. Emily and I both actually went to Friends University and graduated from their zoo science program. And in addition to that, I would strongly urge you to volunteer. Getting volunteer work done at the zoo helps keep your foot in the door, helps you get you that hands-on experience that you don't get in the classroom. So once we're back open, volunteer opportunities are always a good way to go.
We had a comment of how wonderful it is to hear all the birds in the building right now.
Yes, we have about 200 birds in the building, and a lot of them are songbirds, so you hear a lot of different calls during the day.
nice dive.
Yep, so once we're finished throwing, they might stick around for a little bit like Anubis, the blue-bellied roller, is doing. But they usually figure out pretty quick that there's not anything else for them, and they're out of here.
Now, Carter, oh, it's just moving away. There's a bird that I saw today here while I was waiting that was so pretty. I don't think you can see, oh, well, he just flew far away. But it's had a beautiful red breast and head-ish area. Tell us about, oh, can you still see him? Okay, oh, there we go, okay.
Yeah, so that is our scarlet-faced Leocicla. He's the only one of his kind in here. He is a member of a family of birds called laughing thrushes, and we actually have another species of laughing thrush that you can see down here farther on the ground that are called Chinese huame. So they're very closely related to the scarlet-faced Leocicla, close enough that he kind of sees them as his flock, so he likes to hang out with them.
Oh, there he is, right there. Yeah. He just flew over to the rock.
Together. Yeah. So they like to stay on the ground like that. They like to search the leaf litter for insects. And they both have beautiful songs as well. They don't sing very often out here, but when they do, you can definitely hear them.
Now, how do you keep track of all the birds here in the building?
So there's several ways. All the birds in this building have individual leg bands on their legs. So every day when we're out here feeding, we have a pair of binoculars, and we try to see as many birds as we can every single day. Very rarely do we see every bird every day, but as long as we see every bird all week, there's no reason to really worry. We keep a running tally of those birds, and we check them off every week. And also, once a year, we do a census of all the birds in the building. So there you can see the blue-bellied roller is doing one of his aerial displays.
Yeah, that was amazing. I don't think I was fast enough to get it back up on the screen, but we got to see it, and it was amazing.
So he'll zoom through the building, calling and rolling through the air. It's very interesting. But back to counting the birds, we also do an annual census where we actually set up what are called mist nets in the building. They're two tall poles with a very, very thin mesh between them with little pockets in them. So the birds can't see that mesh, and they will fly into the net and get caught in those pockets. This is how we will catch birds when we're doing conservation work out in the field as well. So it's a tried and true method. So we catch those birds, we're able to pull them out of the net, get a good look at them, get them looked at by a vet if we need to or if we want to. And that's how we census most of the birds in the building every year. We just kind of wrapped up our census, and we caught about 90% of the birds and observed the rest of them. So we're pretty sure of every bird in this building.
And here's a great moocher, huh?
Yes, this is Gomez. He's one of the stars of the building. He is called a crested kua, and he is a type of cuckoo that lives in Madagascar. It's an entire family of cuckoos, the kuas, that are only found in Madagascar.
They are beautiful.
Yes. And so I think of him as kind of like a roadrunner, because roadrunners are also a type of cuckoo. So he'll run around on the ground, but also in the trees, looking for insects and small animals. So he really loves bug tosses, because he can come and take a few handouts.
That's great. Emily Carter, thank you for joining us today on another edition of SCZ Live. We're going to end with Hannah's question. She wants to know what bird has the biggest personality in the building.
You might be looking at him honestly. Gomez is pretty sure of himself, so he's one that we all definitely love.
All right, thanks everybody for tuning in today. Don't forget we go live Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock. We also do the 4 o'clock photo post. And don't forget to catch us on Twitter as well. If you are looking for a special gift for someone, we are also doing the Zooming with the Zoo, where you can have your personal distance learning tour of an area of the zoo. All that information can be found at our website, www.scz.org. Have a great weekend.